Hello students, how are you?
Yeah, fine, sir.
I am Ranjit sir, and today student we are going to study gravitation. Okay. So what is gravitation? Do you know the story behind the gravitation? Do you know the story behind the gravitation? साइंटिस्ट न्यूटन एक पेड़ के नीचे बैठे हुए थे और ऊपर से कुछ एप्पल गिरा, एप्पल उनके सर पे गिरा और उन्होंने एप्पल को क्या किया, लेके आए और उसको उन्होंने खाया नहीं। क्या नहीं किया? खाया नहीं। उस एप्पल के ऊपर उन्होंने सोचा। एप्पल के ऊपर उन्होंने क्या सोचा कि एप्पल ऊपर से नीचे क्यों गिरा। What do you think? Why apple fall on the ground? ऊपर ही क्यों नहीं गया, ये नीचे क्यों आया? Then he discovered the law that is called Newton's law. Newton's law, okay. Newton's law of gravitation means that Earth attracts every object towards it. Okay. Earth attracts every object towards it with a force that is called as gravitational force. That is called as gravitational force. So in this lesson, student, we are going to study Newton's law of gravitation. Newton's law of gravitation. What we are going to study is in this lesson Newton's law of gravitation. It means that according to the Newton, every object attracts every other object. Clear? Every object attracts every other object with a force. Now student, this board, okay, this board and you, there is force of attraction. There is force of attraction, but this force is so small that you cannot feel. Here, there is a force of attraction between board and you, but this force is very small. You will not understand, or you will not feel it. You will not feel it, even though you are sitting nearby one and each other. The distance between two students, okay, you and you, distance is very small, near about 1 meter. You are also attracting towards each other, but the force is very small. The force is very small and you are not able to feel that you are attracting to each other. So according to Newton's law, this law is applicable for heavenly bodies. This law is applicable for heavenly bodies like moon, star, sun, earth, planets. Clear? This law is applicable for heavenly bodies. So what Newton suggests every particle of a matter attracts every other particle with a force. Every particle of a matter attracts every other particle with a force which is directly proportional to product of their masses product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. Okay, student. So this is what Newton's law of gravitation. According to Newton's law of gravitation, every particle of matter attracts every other particle with a force which is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. So this is what Newton's law of gravitation. Every particle of a matter attracts every other particle with a force which is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. Here, students, so this is the what? Law of Newton's law of gravitation. Now, student, according to this law, we can explain this law mathematically, how the force of attraction between two objects takes place according to the Newton's law of gravitation. Suppose, student, there is two masses, M1 and M2, and they are separated with each other. Okay, suppose there is two masses M1 and M2 and they are separated with each other. So let us consider this is mass 1, that is what M1, this is mass M2, this is what we say M2, this is A and this is B. So here A and B, two objects which are having masses M1 and M2. Okay, student. Two masses A and B. These are the two objects, object A and object B, having masses M1 and M2, and they are separated by a distance R. Yes, student. So let us consider two masses M1 and M2. They are separated by a distance R. Now, according to the Newton's law of gravitation, you will write, student, according to the Newton's law of gravitation, you will write force is directly proportional to the product of their masses M1 and M2. Then, student, force is directly proportional to the product of their masses, that is M1 and M2. And this force is inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. That is 1 upon r square. This F is what, student? This is the gravitational force. What is F? F is gravitational force. So this force is directly proportional to the product of their masses. Product is what? Multiplication. Multiplication of two masses and inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. Now, student, we will solve it by mathematically. We will combine these two laws, these two forces, the force between two objects. Here, according to the Newton's law of gravitation, The force is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. So as we have considered, this is what object A and this is what is student object B. Mass of object A is m1 and mass of object B is what? m2, and they are separated by each other at a distance of r. Yes, student. So these two objects, mass m1 and m2, they are separated by each other at a distance of r. Clear? Now, according to the Newton's law of gravitation, this force is directly proportional to the product of their masses, that is m1 m2, and this force is inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. Means you can say that force is directly proportional to the product of their masses and force is inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. Now friend, I will combine these two forces. So force is directly proportional to the m1 m2 divided by student what? R square. Clear? So this force is directly proportional to the product of their masses m1 and m2 and inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. Therefore student, this is the proportionality sign. This is the proportionality sign. When you will remove this proportionality sign, so you will write force is equal to Z m1 m2 upon r square. Yes friend, when you will remove this proportionality sign, you will get force is equal to Z m1 m2 upon r square, where G is called gravitational constant. What is it is called? Gravitational constant. What is G student? G is called gravitational constant. Now how you will find the value of Z? So G can be, you can find G is equal to what student? This is in denominator, you transfer to left hand side, so this will be F into R square, and this is in multiplication with G, so this will be M1 M2. So what is the value of Z? Value of G is what? F into R square upon M1 M2. Because this R square, when we transfer to left hand side, it is division. So when we transfer, so this will be F into R square, and M1 M2 is multiplication with G. So when you will transfer, so this will be F into R square upon M1 M2. Clear? Now student, we will find the unit of G. So what will be unit of G? Force is measured in Newton. Force is measured in Newton. R is the distance. Distance is measured in meter. So it's R square, this meter square, upon mass is measured in kg. So we'll write kg into kg. Clear student? Kg into kg. So this will be what? Newton meter square per kg square. So what is the unit of G? Unit of G is Newton meter square per kg square. Clear student? How will you find the value of G? Unit of G, Newton meter square per kg square. Now friend, the unit of G is Newton meter square per kg square. So G unit, what is the unit? In CGS or in SI unit. What will say that? SI unit. G unit, in which unit? SI unit. This will be what? Newton meter square per kg square. Clear friend? And G, its unit in what? CGS system. Which system student? CGS. What do you mean by CGS? C means what? Centimeter, G means gram, and S means second. In CGS, the unit of G is The unit of force in serious system is dyne. Meter is what? Centimeter square, and this kg will be in gram, that is what? Gram square. Okay, student? So the unit of G in serious system is what? Dyne centimeter square per gram square. Clear? Now student, we will find the value of G. What we are going to find? We are going to find value of G. Student, value of G is value of G. Value of G is what? Gravitational constant, and value of G is what? 6.673 into 10 raised to minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. Okay, student? What is the value of G? Value of G is what? 6.673 into 10 raised to minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. Clear? Now I will explain in short what is Newton's law of gravitation. So according to Newton's law of gravitation, force is directly proportional to the product of their masses m1 m2, and force is inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. Now student, you will combine these two force is same. So you will get m1 m2 upon r square. When you will remove this proportionality sign, therefore you will write force is equal to G m1 m2 divided by r square, where this G is called gravitational constant. This G is called gravitational constants. Okay, friend? And how we find the value of G? So G is equal to what? The cross multiply. So we will F into R square divided by M1 and M2. Clear, student?
Yes.
So student, in this video, what is Newton's law of gravitation? That we have studied. Statement, then mathematical form, then we have studied value of G, that is 6.673 into 10 raised to minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. Then we have studied the unit of G in SI unit. The unit of G is what? Newton meter square per kg square, and in CGS system the unit of G is dyne centimeter square per gram square. Okay, friends? So the next topic we will discuss in next video.